So now we're going to make the foot. Again, we're not making a magic circle. We're going to create a chain and then work down both sides of the chain. This creates us an oval foot base. When I'm doing the foot as well, I'm going to use a stitch marker that will help me see where the beginning and end of each of my rounds is. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to keep my finger and thumb on the 5th stitch, create my 6th stitch, and then I work back into where I've got my thumb and finger, so the 5th stitch, and create 2 single crochets. 1, 2. I'm now going to work down the first side of my chain, do 3 single crochets. 1, 2, 3. Third one coming up now. So I'm on my last stitch here, which I will create 3 single crochets. This will send me up and over the chain, the foundation chain, and allow me to work now on the other side of the chain. So I've done my 3 single crochets in that last stitch. Now I'm going to work 3 single crochets up this side, the other side of the chain. See where I need to be. 1, 2, 3, and then I'm going to work my last single crochet in the space where I started, so where I had my initial 2 single crochets, and that finishes off our first round. I'll put a stitch marker in so I know where I need to finish up for round 2. We're going to do 2 single crochets in this stitch, and then 2 single crochets in the next stitch. We're then going to work down the first side of the chain, and that is going to be 4 single crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to do 2 single crochets in each stitch 3 times. So 1, 2 in that one, 2 in our next one, and then our last 2 in this bit. 1, 2. Oops. And this brings us up to our round 3 is the last round of our foot base. So we do 3 lots of increases again, so 2 stitches in this one, 1, 2, 2 single crochets in the next, 1, 2, and then our final 2 single crochets here. We single crochet 6 down the first length. We're now going to do 3 lots of increases again. So as with the arms, where we've had to make sure that the thumbs and the joints are pointing in opposite directions, we need to do the same with the feet as well. So I've already made one foot, so you can see that the joint is on this side. So when we're going to add the joint to our other foot, we need to make sure we do it on this inside here. Again, we're adding the joint between rows 14 and 15. So we're going to go pop the joint in, go 2 rows down from the edge, squeeze it into place, It's a lot easier to do than the arm. Okay, so we've stuffed the bear's foot and we've got our joint in on the opposite side. We're going to close it off now. To do that, we decrease and single crochet three times. So that's our first single crochet 2 together, then single crochet 3, and then we repeat it again, single crochet 3 together, sorry, I'm making sure I'm in the right spot. 1, 2, 3 single crochets, and then our last decrease, another 3 single crochets, and then at the end of that round. And that is going to give us a total of 12. And then our last round, we single crochet all the stitches together to give us 6 stitches. So that's 6 lots of decreases. I'll take that out now. I don't need our last round where we've decreased in every stitch, so that's single crochet 2 together 6 times, and you'll be left with a tiny little gap. And how we close that, so I'm just going to break my yarn. We will just do whip stitches, so with scissors cut a small tail, we tie off the loop we've got on our hook by doing a slip stitch, and then I'll put it through my fingers. We go through each of the last round stitches and just pull up the loops. And then we can pull it and it will close that little gap. And then we can thread this tail through to hide it. And there we go, our 2 arms and our 2 legs. Next video is going to be how to do the head and the body, which is worked all in one piece.